Hello, here we go, another video. Today we're talking about my brand new stand-up paddleboard made by Mr. Dave Kalama. So earlier this summer, around July, I contacted Dave Kalama and I said, hey man, I want one of those boards that I keep seeing on the internet. Seems like every time you watch a YouTube video, the guys who are doing the most progressive stuff are riding one of Dave's boards. So I wanted to check it out and see what it was all about. So Dave gave me a call and we talked, I don't know, maybe half an hour. He asked me a bunch of questions about where I surf, you know, just little things. Are you goofy footed? Are you regular footed? Do you use foot straps? Do you not use foot straps? How much do you weigh? What kind of brakes are you surfing on? Just things like that. After the grueling wait of a couple months, I got another phone call from Dave saying, hey, we're ready to go. We're ready to ship this thing to you. Which airport would you like me to ship the board to? So I just happened to be going to Santa Cruz that weekend, and so I had the board sent to the San Jose airport, and it's super simple. I just went to the cargo area of Alaska Airlines, handed them an air slip, and they handed me my board. It couldn't have been an easier transaction. As soon as I got out into the parking lot, I tore the thing open and got the first glimpse of my new board, and it's just beautiful, man. Dave hand paints these things, and you know, you can see every little brush stroke that he uses, and they're just so, besides being really great boards, they're just really fun to look at. So I was able to go to San Onofre and surf there, which is a spot I'm very familiar with, and got my first flights on the board, and it did a great job. It's really small compared to what I'm used to, but it floats me fine. But it is still like, even with the foil on the bottom, like there's still some balancing going on for sure. So it took a little while to get it dialed in. But I mean, from the first session, I was catching waves on it pretty easily. After I got back to Arizona, I took the wife and the kids and we went back to Roosevelt Lake, and I was able to get the thing dialed in on the lake, getting pulled behind the boat. So that was really, really helpful too, in just kind of getting a feel for the board. So as I stand right now, I've probably had about 4 or 5 sessions on it. The board surfs incredibly well. It flies really well. It's so nice having that small package for a stand-up board once you're up and flying, because it's just real easy to control in the air, to carve from left to right. The board wants to release from the water faster. It wants to get airborne sooner. It's weird. Once you take a couple paddle strokes, I just give a little flick of my hips, kind of a flick back, get some weight on my back foot, and then boom, the board's airborne. I transfer the weight back to the front foot, and it's go time. So still getting it dialed in terms of just, you know, paddling it and catching waves on it. I mean, I'm only a few months into this whole foil thing anyway, so I still consider myself very deep in the learning curve and trying to get this all figured out, but having the Kalama board helps. So let's take a look at the board itself. The board comes pre-installed with a deck pad, and then it has the area where you can screw in the foot straps. Dave, going from the stringer, he puts the inserts for the foot straps just off of center, so that when you slide your foot into the strap, you're actually, the arch of your foot is right over the stringer, centered perfectly where you want it to be. Another thing is he offsets the screws in the front so that you're not standing at a 90-degree angle to the stringer. You can actually angle your foot a little bit more forward. It makes for a very comfortable stance. So standard stuff, it's got a handle that is easily, you know, if you like the handle, you can keep it on there. If you don't, you can just unscrew it with a Phillips screwdriver. Leash plug, bottom of the board, there's a big carbon fiber patch around the tuttle box to secure that. And I went ahead and installed just a little foot arch, just a small little foot arch on the back foot. I'm still learning to use the back foot strap, and it's really been kind of a frustrating learning curve for me. So on days when I don't feel like, you know, messing with the back foot strap, I put the little arch bar in there to give me a way to index my back foot. So take a look at this thing. So, I mean, we'll start here at the nose, and it's real full. The board shape, as everyone is aware of, is very squared off. Dave keeps all the volume in that thing throughout so that you have a real stable board that floats well, but is also very small. The things that he does with the tail is just pure witchcraft and magic, and I don't know how he does it, but I mean, just look at the detail that goes into the tail. All of this is an effort to get you flying sooner and to keep the tail clear of the wave so it's not coming in contact with the wave once you're up and flying. So just really beautiful. Dave has he's definitely cutting edge on what he's doing with these stand-up foil boards. So between getting it out behind the boat and the 3, 4, 5 sessions I've had with it in the water, I'm just super pleased. If you guys get a chance to ride one of these things, take it and just check it out, because it is really a special stand-up paddleboard. So couldn't be happier. Thank you, Dave, so much for making the thing for me, and look forward to getting more time on the water. If you guys have any questions, feel free to post those below and I will answer them for you. So yeah, that's kind of it. You guys take care. We'll see you out on the water. Bye.